of course, it's not something that controls you, but as you stare at it, you kind of understand what it feels to be empowered by this uh, malicious feeling that is affecting so many people in the streets. So, do you want to touch it or not? We're just wasting time. I want to see action.
Well, I think writing the wave of that emotion, that would be a prompt to touch it and move on with our purpose here.
Okay, so as you touch it, and you can observe your fingers slipping on some uh, kind of open wound that's absorbing the light, and you can almost feel the sensation, the tingling sensation of something that is absorbing you. And the moment you just follow the scar in the angel's graffiti, you can see that this is by this is effectively the focus of the Enigma. And the moment you touch it, you experience a vision. You can see what it feels like an abandoned wagon on a railway station, and something uh, heavily breathing, some kind of man heavily breathing, as he touches and stares at what it seems to be like hundreds of flags or any kind of representative, distinctive, or identification signs of the protesters. Like the wagon is filled with these poles and flags and policeman badges and shirts, and you can almost feel the joy of this thing touching them, experience the sensation of this of the clothes and the skin touching them, and this surge of joy is interrupted as the thing knows that you're watching it, and as I imagine this camera watching the thing from the back as he's staring or rummaging through his things, and a moment later he just turns towards you, and you can see the same face the man saw when he was attacked near the angel, and what it seems to be an overwhelming rage, something that is almost inexplicable. He just cries and screams without articulating any kind of coherent word, and he just grabs one of these poles, and you can see him exiting the wagon and running in a direction, and then the vision fades, but you can see that it's coming.
Good.
It's kind of like coming, and it wants you dead for interrupting his guilty pleasures.
Okay,
Right.
so
Deploy for attack.
And saying the beast is coming from the railway station, and if we have some kind of fix, I might point in the direction and just say, prepare yourselves.
Yeah, so your advantage, you have this kind of advantage because there is only one opening in this small place, and is the one where you came from, and it may be that if you're kind of athletic, you can use the same tactic you imagined for the beast, like attacking from above, because there are a series of small balconies that you can just use to create this kind of surprise ambush of the creature. The place in itself is kind of an opening space, so there are no many hiding spots, but the light could still be helpful because it's practically evening, so the light is not so bright, and there are many spots that you can use, although not efficiently, to hide from the beast the moment it presents itself.
Mhm.
So, do you want to prepare or face it, or?
I definitely want to take
Yeah,
a
prepare.
position of semi cover. I recognize I'm not talking about complete concealment, but some sort of as you say, perhaps up on one of the balconies or something, because my primary attack is ranged. So I'm going to set up for a ranged attack from some kind of angle or position, which is a little bit. I'm not just going to stand in front of it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would like to take,
Yeah.
again, since I'm not, physical fighter, I would like to take an upper position so I can be as safer as possible and evoke my minions against it.
Mhm.
Looks like I'm gonna be on the ground.
Yeah.
As I
So I try to
recall,
get.
do you have not to be too crazy here, but so for Alessio, do I recall correctly that you have
Slashers,
Slash-
martyrs.
right,
Yeah.
right, the slashers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is okay, cool. All right.
Yeah, in particular because I tell you straight to have I've mastered the martyrs and claymores, but I have slashers and nightwings as standard servitors.
Right,
So
right.
yeah,
Got it. Okay. The slashers may be effective, but they've got to hit it first. They won't
yeah.
attack wounded things. So,
Mhm.
all right.
Okay. So, before you start with the slashing and battling, etc., I imagine that you're spending time, Alessio, preparing
Yeah.
for evoking your servitors
Yeah,
and
exactly.
releasing them the moment you see the first sign of danger. So I imagine this because preparing for evoking servitors will lower the difficulty, but you don't know how much time you have before these things attack.
Okay, I take
So imagine
ready.
you're releasing at the right now or at the
No,
first
last
sign of
minute,
problem.
and I warn both Lilith and Azure, look, I gonna release hell beneath, so let's wait for it to come in the alley, and I'll evoke my slashers, and let's do them the job first, and then we attack. So
No, I
that
agree that
we can.
I agree that I'll wait. If I come ahead of you in the initiative, I'll wait for you to go first. But on the other hand, and I think this is critical, you really ought to get evoking right now.
Mm.
I mean, if you try to evoke in the middle of combat, that's very, very difficult. So
Okay.
So you need to get them going. You need them up and ready and just direct them.
Yeah, exactly. In that way, in the sense that I prepared them at the latest useful moment so
Right.
that we can catch it by surprise. So basically, they're waiting to open the gates.
Can
And I'll
I,
fall
Okay.
back and
I
invite
have
a pool of shadow
I have an
to
act for
melt it.
preparation as well.
Okay.
I'd like to use foresight so I know exactly when it arrives, and that can
It's
time
nice.
Yeah,
Good point.
I'm a master of foresight, so that's going to be a better role. Lilith, was there something that I was running over you with that?
Oh, I was imagining Lilith, being near the alley where the beast is going to come through, but because we have these servitors, she'll find a pool of shadow in this
Right.
plaza and melt into it. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so this will cause me a point of vitality.
Okay.
It's a strenuous act. And a difficulty equal to the desired duration. My duration is 10 minutes.
Okay.
And just which I think is, if it's going to take longer than 10 minutes, and we've got all the time to prepare anyway, right? So
Yeah.
so I'm going to take 10 minutes, and I'm going to do an insight, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I'm going to and during that, okay, I'll talk about what happens if I succeed, and I'll also be able to get precognitive visions because I'm a master. So that's what I'm really aiming for, is okay, when's it coming through? Because
Yeah.
okay, here I go. Okay. Huh. Well, too bad it's not poker because I got an almost perfect straight. So I'm going to roll again everything with a point of karma, which is much better. 12 plus, oh, there is no plus. It's just a straight roll on a discipline, I think, unless I took it as a skill, which I didn't. So therefore, 12 is my success. And so 12 beats 10, which is great.
That's okay.
Okay, so during those 10 minutes, just in case, I'll have a +1 to my challenges. But
That's great.
So is it going to be here within 10 minutes?
Yes.
Okay.
And
here it comes. 5,
okay.
4, 3. I'm just basically to everybody, 5.
Yeah, okay.
4,
I look at
3,
okay.
2.
Well,
here.
exactly.
Yeah.
I look at Hazard to be ready. So when you get closer to the end of the countdown, I evoke, and of course I will have to spend some vitality because I'm not a master of slashers.
Yeah.
Don't know whether Noah has some actions for Lilith first.
I'm running low on karma, and that's bad because I need that for binding and mending.
Yeah.
So
and mending the enemy.
Exactly. So I think I'm out of. I mean, I'm saving the rest of my karma.
Yeah.
These were important, but I've taken my karma wise. I've taken us as far as I can until we get to those acts. So, all right.
So, and as the 10th minute arrives, you can hear these screams and rage and all these kind of insults against you. Like, you lapdogs, I'm saving them. You're just acting like on a leash. You don't know what I'm doing. I'm saving them. And it just arrives this what appears to be, or what used to be, a boy, something like on his 20s, but now it's twisted and disfigured, and it looks like Dalton is about to be smashed in pieces. And he holds this flag, like this flag, this anarchist flag. So with the A, it's black, and the A in the circle, which is of this bright red, and is kind of screaming and stomping the pole of the flag on the ground, just like, come the fuck out, we're going to solve this once and for all.
My very words.
Yeah.
Okay, so do we get surprise on it?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Okay.
That's quite easy.
Do you want us to do initiative to check our order of action, or does that matter? At this
Oh
point?
yes, of course.
Okay. In this game, we roll initiative.
No, let's use the initiative.
Yeah. In this game, initiative is rolled every single round. So we'll redo it every time. So
Can you remember me the how many seconds are for a round? I don't know if it's just a minute.
I don't think it's very much in this game. 20 seconds.
Oh, okay.
However, edited by what happens in it. In other words, if we all do something, there aren't 17 seconds left. You see? I mean, if it's 20 seconds or over when it's over.
Get it.
So that's the idea. But anyway, since it's not acting in this round, maybe initiative doesn't matter. We can just go in the order we want. It's up to you. Because I'm sorry, I'm causing a lot of trouble right now.
No, don't worry.
No worries.
Okay, I'm causing a lot of trouble right now. I'm saying that it doesn't get an attack. It's a surprise round. So let's just do the attacks in the order we want.
Okay.
Because if I go ahead of the Grey Witch, I'm just going to drop backwards anyway.
Yeah.
So okay. I don't see. So I'm sorry.
I was thinking about.
I brought it up. I brought it up, and I shouldn't have brought it up. And we just spent longer than a round, 20 seconds, bullshitting.
That's okay.
My mistake. Let's just go into it. Yeah.
Okay, I evoke my slashers, so I sacrifice vitality.
Yes.
So, okay, so 1 point, right?
Yes.
Okay, so from 10 to 9. And I roll presence, so 6.
Presence and the evoking skill.
Yeah.
If you have any.
Okay, so yeah, of course, I have +4.
Oh, awesome.
And since you prepared, the task is an art task normally, but since you spent more than one round, I feel that it becomes an easy task. Like it's almost the minimum. So yeah,
okay,
just roll
so
with.
I roll 6 dice, so 3 5s, 1 6, and 2 2s. So I grab only the 5s. So
Yes.
15 plus 4, 19.
Masterfully done.
Yes. And so describe the slashers, because I really want to feel how you made them your own, like the idea of the special effects kicking in. How do they appear, and what do they do to hurt the unbeaten?
Okay, they imagine like this way: the unbeaten is walking the hallway. There's apologies on the alley, and you see, the Sinalian, they come from the fucking walls, something like that. So you see that they appear these oily stains on the walls and on the ground, and from them they come out like spiders, but instead of legs they have blades, and you see they have this sort of theatrical masks instead of the face, and they're completely covered by these oily, you see, like tar, and they begin to surround with their blades the unbeaten and to attack it.
So according to this, it's 4 dice of damage, but the bad news is that 5s and 6 do not count.
Okay,
and
so
I was thinking, do you need to roll to hit the unbeaten? Is he capable of evading the action?
No. This is an area of effect, and you just roll the damage.